10 pool records in your meet on Saturday. Is that right? Is that accurate?
Yeah, there were a total of 10 pool records, so it was as delivered. It was an incredibly fast competition.
Yeah. Good competition too, with a Lindenwood program that's up and coming. And let's talk about Lindenwood first. And even though you lost that duel, how was the competition with Lindenwood?
I mean, we couldn't have asked for better competition. I mean, in order to climb the ranks, we're going to have to swim against schools like Lindenwood, and there were some great things that we did, but I mean, a lot of times they were in lane 3, and lane 3 just kept touching first,
right.
And lane 3 delivered 9 of the 10 pool records. We were able to get one of them, but no, it was very tough competition. But I think that we surprised them a little bit,
really.
Especially just after the first like 3 or 4 events. So, you know, we won a few of them, and we won a few of them kind of, I don't want to say big, but like our guys in the 200 freestyle went 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
And I don't know if it was the van ride. I know what it's like to be in a 15-passenger van for 4 hours. So, they were a little rusty out of the gates, and we took advantage of that. And kind of, I don't want to say we woke up the sleeping dragon, but then
right.
they kind of came on strong at the end of the competition. On the men's side, I'd say that you know, the individual that really came through and did some phenomenal things again was Joao Pedro Ganado.
Yeah, he's having a good year so far.
He's having a great year. You know, it's phenomenal when somebody goes a lifetime best like in season and like unrested.
Right.
And he ended up going his lifetime best 800 freestyle by 8 seconds. He shattered his own pool record by 8 seconds. That converted time in the 1,000 freestyle now is ranked 6th in the country.
Wow.
And he's first in the GLVC in the 1,000 freestyle right now. So that's it's pretty neat, and it's the first time in our programs, obviously recent history, that we've had any individual make any NCAA qualifying standards. Not automatic, but he's the first person to make the provisional cuts unrested.
What's his story? How did he get here? And first of all, where is he from?
Well, he's from Curitiba, Brazil, which is I think it's like either the 3rd or 4th largest city. And out of nowhere, just I'd say probably like April, I got his profile emailed to me from a recruiting service in Brazil. And I think it's mainly like Central and South America, that recruiting service.
Right.
And it just seemed like a solid student, seemed like a good athlete. So I responded and kind of worked through the service to finally arrange a contact. And then we ended up having a couple Skype calls. And next thing you know, he actually made 5 visits in the United States in the summer. And we were his 5th and final visit. And shortly after his visit, he contacted me and said he was in. So I was pretty fired up about that. So,
who else swam well for you on Saturday?
On the guys' side, Nathan Graber. He was the guy that just narrowly missed making nationals last year.
Sure.
He's already put together some of his best dual meets ever, and he typically doesn't swim well in season, and he's actually very tired right now. And so for him to be swimming as well as he is, at this stage of the game, we're very pleased. He went his fastest ever 400 unrested. He went his fastest 200 fly unrested in our pool. And then we had Matt Luton came through and had a really good 200 freestyle, good 400. Those were his best 200 and 400 freestyles ever in our pool. I mean, granted, I ran a report. We had 75% of our swimmers went the fastest they've ever gone unshaved on Saturday.
Well, that's wonderful.
It is wonderful considering how rough our week was. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're in week 12 of the year, and we're hitting it pretty hard last week, and so they had probably one of the harder practices of the week, even on Friday night, and they got up Saturday and they were ready to go. So I'm pretty happy with what we did. UMSL had a few key swimmers out from just for sickness. I mean, it is that time of the year where we even have a few individuals out right now missing practice, but. I mean, they're going to be an up and coming program. I mean, they're gonna climb the ranks like we did. So, but it was good for us to race against them as well as Lindenwood on Saturday, and they did win a couple events against us. So, I mean, there's still some talented swimmers.
Coach, talk a little bit about how your women did in the meet on Saturday.
We were actually very surprised with how well the women did. Where Joao won 3 individual races on the men's side, and he was the only male swimmer to win a race. We had 5 total event wins on the girls' side, and they actually came from 3 swimmers, and none of them actually came from senior Maggie Metz, which was surprising. But she had some pretty tough competition going up against in the distance freestyle races. But we had junior Ida Nyman. She won both backstrokes, and she was just off her lifetime best short course meters times, which are done here in our pool already. So she was just right there. So it was really great to see her racing in the 100 and 200 backstroke and coming up with some wins. She actually led off our 200 medley relay. That we narrowly missed the pool record in that event. We were only 0.2 of a second off that record, where Lindenwood eclipsed it by a second.
Wow.
So I mean, for us to get second and almost get the pool record, I mean, that was the very first race of the day too. So that got us really going. But Ida's leadoff leg of the 50 backstroke, that was her best time ever by 0.2 of a second.
Wow, nice.
So it was really good for her to kickstart our meet. And then we had sophomore Taylor Hunt. She had her best meet of the year to date. She ended up winning both the 100 and 200 breaststrokes, and she also had a phenomenal relay split on the breaststroke leg on that 200 medley relay. So it kind of came out, Ida going her fastest 50 back right into Taylor going, and that had everything to do with the fact that we were right there, right on that pool record or just off it. And then we got a surprising win from freshman Alex Milhuff in the 100 freestyle. She won the closest race of the day. She won the 100 freestyle by 0.2. Wow. So it was kind of a nail biter, and she won it in the last 5 yards, which was very good to see. But our women, I think our women kept the score significantly closer than the guys. I mean, winning 5 events really helps, but even if they won a race, we were 2-3 right behind. Right. So it was good to see our girls competing like that against Lindenwood, where, I mean, Lindenwood sent 6 guys to nationals last year and 4 girls. So for us to be as competitive as we were on Saturday, I was very pleased.
You've got some time off now till the middle of December when you'll swim again. Tell us about that. It's a 2-day event.
Lewis is coming here on Wednesday, December 17th, and Thursday, December 18th. One of the interesting things about college swimming is the coaches kind of get together and talk about what events you want to swim. I've been creatively putting together a kind of an order of events that is not typical to dual meets. Roger Carnes, the head coach of Lewis, he likes to think outside the box as well, and we've done a few different things in the last couple of years, so we want to kind of shake it up a little bit even more. But it's my plan to swim I would like to swim every single possible event that they do, even in like the World Short Course Championships and everything. Right. 200 relays, 400 relays, 800 free relay. I even want to contest the 50 of the strokes, the 100 IM, just some interesting events. I mean, they're legitimate events when it comes to like world and global competition. Right. It's just the NCAA doesn't do the 50s of the strokes or the 100 IM, but. Right. I think it'd be a lot of fun for our team and their team to be able to get up and race every possible race and see who comes out on top.
That'll be a couple of nice days though for you to host Lewis.
Absolutely, it's it'll be two of our toughest meets all year. They finished 4th in the GLVC on the men's and women's side last year. We were 5th in the GLVC on both the men's and women's side. So it'll be a lot of good races going on.